What's going on, ladies? It's your boy, Coach Kane. If you came across this channel, you came to the right place. If you are a woman looking to make some positive changes in your life, this is the video for you. So, subject of the day is going to be lifestyle changes. If you are not feeling as good as you think you should be, if you're tired all the time, if you're, feel unmotivated, just feel like you really don't want to do anything, feel like you're stuck, feel like you're not where you need to be, these are some changes you can make to be a better person, a better human, most importantly, a better woman. First things first, what you need to be doing is going to the gym. What the gym does, it releases a chemical in your brain called endorphins, dopamine. It's a natural resource that your body makes that the gym will kind of enhance to make you feel better over time, even to the point where you go to the gym, and then when you're done with the gym, you feel great right after that workout. So second thing with the gym conversation, ladies, you have a window. It's basically your age range where you should start to go to the gym before things kind of start looking a little off. You know, a lot of times when we look themselves in the mirror and they're just not happy with what they see. This can be prevented, especially if you're between the age of 18 and 22. After 22, the road gets a little bumpy. That's just facts. That's just what it is. If you're between the age ranges, you want to be in the gym at least three days a week, just to stay ahead of the curve. So that way, how you look physically after this, you will be, for the most part, satisfied with how you look. Because the first thing to go, usually in a woman, is your back. You know, you start to develop these, I'm not an artist, really. Start to develop these things on your back. They're more like, I don't even know how to say it. It's more like rolls on the back. That's usually the first thing to go. Because you're not in the gym. You're not really watching what you eat. This is just facts. I'm not sugarcoating anything in these videos. These are just straight up facts. You're not watching what you eat. If you're not going to the gym, you have to watch what you eat. You can't eat, especially, you're an adult now, between 18 and 22. You can't eat like a teenager anymore. It's going to catch up to you, and it's going to catch up to you in a nasty way. You're not going to like it. You're just not going to like it. Stay ahead of the curve. And if you are already past that age, or you haven't been going to the gym and you're past that age and things have already hit, you can get back to where you need to be or where you want to be. You know, it's also a health issue too. You start putting on, a certain amount of weight, and one, you're mentally out of place, you're physically out of place, you don't really like what you see. You can get back to where you want to be. And all it takes is hit the gym, get a gym membership 3 days a week. You want to lose fat, just get on the treadmill at an incline and walk 30 minutes. Eventually, you'll be getting down 2 pounds a week. Trust me. If you watch what you eat, you can't be eating Cheetos and chips, fast food. You can't eat like a teenager anymore. Your body just doesn't know how to metabolize everything the way it should be. The fats start to stick to you. Just facts, all facts. I'm not being funny. I'm being dead ass. I'm being serious. So yeah. Second thing we need to talk about is scrolling. Ladies, a lot of you ladies, you do this. You do it out of boredom. You bored scroll. Excuse my spelling if I don't spell anything right. You do it out of boredom. Most of the time, 90% of the time, is just do it out of boredom. But what you're doing is giving your brain quick dopamine hits. So basically, dopamine is a chemical in your brain that you get from pleasure. So you're scrolling out of boredom because your mind isn't being entertained, isn't being stimulated. So this is like an artificial stimulant for your brain, and it's really not healthy. You know, you'll notice that when you're done, you get really tired, you end up taking a nap for the day, and that's not really normal for a human being or a woman to really be taking naps all the time through the day. It's just you sleep, you get a good sleep schedule, 6 to 8 hours every night. You get what you need to get done for the day. Minimal scrolling, very minimal. It's okay if you're using social media for business or you're creating content, but for the most part, scrolling is a false dopamine perception in your brain, and it can cause sleepiness. It can cause unmotivation because you're using all that dopamine up, that feel good chemical. You're using it all up within, if you're scrolling for an hour, you're just using it. You're just spiking it. It's just going ding, 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 all the way up. And you get tired, you get sleepy, you're unmotivated. You're not moving around. You're not doing other things. Some things that can increase your dopamine instead of scrolling is walks. You need to walk. You need to get in the sun. The gym. You need to move. You need to stay active. It's just the natural way of being a human. You need to stay active. No human is meant to be just stuck inside, isolated from the world. No human contact. Friends. I know this might be a big problem for a lot of ladies. As friends, I know some of y'all say, you don't want to be around girls because it's less drama. You got to stop with the bullshit. Not all girls create drama for you. And let's admit it, ladies. You like a little drama in your life, but you need to find you a friend group, a group of girls that like to go to the gym, like to live a healthy lifestyle, and you will see, your eyes will open that it's not all bad out here. Okay? Third on the list is finding a hobby. See, this all ties into the lifestyle change subject of the day. Finding a hobby. Finding a hobby. So, obviously, the first hobby that I'm going to say is get a gym membership. You got to start feeling good about yourself. All this ties into just feeling good about yourself. So, for the third time, I am going to write gym. Second thing I'm going to write, I know this might sound a little controversial, a little sexist, but ladies, you can't eat out every day. You really can't. If you want to look right, if you want to feel good, if you want to be the best person that you can possibly be, you got to eat right. You need to learn how to cook, especially. I know a lot of women, they don't want to work. Listen, you got to be honest with yourself. You don't want to work. If you want to find a good man that will help you out and put you in a position where you're not working your ass off like a man, you got to learn how to cook. You got to learn how to cook. Some other hobbies, volunteer work. You can do some volunteer work. You can even try to be, I don't know, anything except scrolling and eating junk food, watching Netflix all day. You got to find something positive. You got to get sunlight. You got to get out the house. You got to find a positive friend group to be around. you got to do it. These are things that are going to help you in the long run. This is all facts. I'm not sugarcoating anything, ladies. Everything that I'm saying right now will help you in the long run. It'll help you right now. It'll help you tomorrow. It'll help you today. Got to find you some hobbies. In my opinion, cooking is one of the best hobbies. When you got a girl, when a man got a girl that cooks, it's a different type of love, ladies. Trust me, it's a different type of love. All right, fourth thing and the last topic under the lifestyle changes subject. Whew. Ladies, we gotta stop. We gotta stop drinking and smoking. Gotta chill. Really. One thing that drinking does, it leads, and we all know this, but we don't want to accept it until it's too late. Drinking leads to bad decisions. Excuse my spelling if it's wrong. Drinking leads to bad decisions. Ladies, you're catching unnecessary bodies these days, and it gotta stop. It gotta stop. You're drinking, you're going out drinking. You might be an introvert type of girl, and it makes you conversate more, it makes you feel a little more loose. But then you just meet the wrong type of fuckboy. Not really a fuckboy, fuckboys are not as bad as you think. You just meet the wrong type of dude, bro. You let him in, and you're catching a very unnecessary body for yourself. You're not built for it biologically, genetically. It's just not something that you can really handle. And it might be controversial to say, but you got to be real. I'm speaking off facts. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be realistic. It's really not something that you're built for. Ladies, you're not built to drink. Go out and catch bodies. Yes, a little alcohol here and there is fine from a social standpoint, it's cool. But to go out there, get wasted, catch bodies, trust me, it's not the life you want to live. You're taking yourself down a very dark path when you do it. Ladies, if you're already there, it's going to be hard to come back. It really is going to be hard to come back from that. But you can come back from it, but it's going to be something in your past, full accountability that you got to deal with for the rest of your life. And younger ladies, if there's something that you're thinking about doing, as far as this might be fun, or might be because you're bored or you're trying to find something exciting, just a little bit. Don't get sloppy. Don't get to the point of no return to where you're drinking and then bad decisions. You wake up the next morning, you in that shower washing the sins away. It's really not something you want to go through. Smoking. Smoking, for the most part, is just downright I'm running out of whiteboard. Downright unattractive. A little bit here and there, but if it got to the point where you're smoking every day to, I don't know, cope with life, I need to chill out, I need to calm down, it might be a problem. Saying it ties into drinking. If you're drinking every weekend, it's a problem. That's some type of alcoholism. I don't care what the propaganda is. I go out and drink every weekend. And it's cool. It is a big propaganda thing that they kind of shove down your throats. But it's not. It really is a problem when you're going out every weekend, doing the same things on repeat, making the same bad decisions. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. It really leads down a dark road that you don't want to go down. Smoking is just downright not attractive, especially if you're trying to find you a good man. Trying to find you a good man that treats you right, provides, protects. He might let you get away with a little bit here and there, but if you're just straight up, on some Snoop Dogg shit, So Wiz Khalifa bullshit, man, it's not a good look. And it fucks with your lungs. If you're gonna, hit the gym, or say you do meet some people that go to the gym, it's gonna fuck with your lungs in the long run. I've been there. I used to smoke weed every day for I don't know how long, but then I had kids, had to change up my life, turn around. I couldn't be doing all that. What else does it do? It affects your way of thinking. It affects your judgment. You become lazy, unmotivated, and fuck what everybody else be saying. Oh man, I need to smoke. I need to relieve the stress. If you're that far in your life to where you need something to alleviate the stress, uh, you need to take a look at what else is going on in your life. You need to take a look. And I'm all for therapy. If you need to go to therapy, you need to go to therapy. I just don't advise you take the drugs that they give you. I don't advise you hop on these antidepressants or whatever. They might help for a short period of time, but they do affect you. You can gain weight. Your mental state can change. You can turn into somebody that you don't like, other people don't like. It's just, like I said, it all leads down to a dark path that you really honestly might not be ready for. So ladies, if you're not doing this, don't start. Ladies, if you are doing this, try to stop. Keep it at a minimum. I don't know, it'd be good at hiding it, something. Chill, especially the drinking. The drinking leads to a lot of bad decisions. It leads you down a really dark path that sometimes you just can't come back from. So with that being said, that's it for the video. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Coach Kane, and we're out.